With the dust settling at YCS San Diego and other regional level events, it was pretty evident that Spiral was still a very viable deck. But what we didn't see when Spiral reigned supreme was other decks getting spotlight and Spiral relinquishing its stronghold on the top tables. Currently, the best deck of the format only owns 40% of the tops, and its number is decreasing steadily with every upcoming event. I guess you could say that this deck's power is spiraling out of control in the wrong way. Get it? Because it's spiral out of control. All right, all jokes aside, there are some really awesome decks that have not only been scouting out Spiral, but acting as double agents, taking away seats from the top tables. Because there's Spirals and, you know, double agents, and you guys don't get it yet. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 most underrated decks this format. Some of these may already topped, and those guys were really on to something when they did it. But now it's your mission to take the deck to the next level. Because Spirals have missions? No? Alright, whatever. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you want to see more awesome content like this, be sure to Spiral capture mission that subscribe and notification button. But also go ahead and like and comment, what deck do you really think is underrated? Without further ado, I present to you the top 5 most underrated decks this format. Number 5 on this list is as easy as 1, 2, 3. ABC is a deck that has not only been consistently good throughout quite the few formats, it is a deck that can pump out one of the strongest monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now in ABC Dragon Buster. The ability to discard one card and banish a card on your opponent's side of the field is just really good, especially when it can be activated during either player's turn. Even more importantly, ABC plus Decode Talker is pretty good, being able to tribute your ABC Dragon Buster to spell summon both A, B, and C to your side of the field, which can all be targets for tributing for Decode Talker when your opponent targets your card effects. Combine that with Union Hanger, the Strudel Noodle, Dragon Intervene, and a plethora of other cards, this deck just might be the deck to stop. It has a really good Spiral matchup because you can play hand traps and interact on your opponent's turn. More importantly, it has a really good overall matchup against every deck, and sometimes need exclusive cards to be sided against, which nobody tends to dedicate the resources to actually overcome. Number 4 on this list, some players just hate with a burning passion, but I have the fire and intensity to put it at number 4. We're talking about Burning Abyss. No, not Infernoid or Volcanics. You know, you think with all the fire puns, I would have said one of those, but no. Burning Abyss is a really awesome deck and has seen quite a bit of a resurgence within the last couple of formats. And I don't know, maybe being able to run 9 to 12 hand traps and special summon Dante or Beatrice on your turn is pretty good. But I think this deck real utility could come inside of Fire Lake. Being able to get rid of your Burning Abyss monsters and destroy up to 3 cards on the field. I haven't seen a lot of players use it, but it has a lot of utility inside of this format. This deck is almost unaffected by decks that prevent you from searching, or cards that prevent you from searching, such as Droll Lock and Ash Blossom, and can play a pivotal part 2 Burning Abyss. Not to mention that Ghost Ogre and Snow Grabber is practically a dead card. And since it does have the extra deck room, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries is a perfect card for this deck to be main board. All of those monsters are level 3 and can be used with Fiendish Royal Rhino or Libic to make your Burning Abyss monsters live when they're summoned to be used as an XE summon. So this deck is pretty good and has a lot of great things going for it. And even with Master Rule 4, I mean, I don't know, you're still dealing with a Beatrice is dealing with a Beatrice. I know what you Burning Abyss players were thinking. TheCaliEffect. What are you waiting for? Get to number 3. Well, number 3 is Mermail. You get it? What are you waiting for? Water? Mermail? Bruh, you know that. And Mermail has also been a very good deck that has consistently made these top 5 underrated lists. Don't understand why, but this deck comes with even a bigger, powerful punch than before. Lynx has only made this deck stronger with the access of Double Firewall Dragon, Miss Starboy, and a whole bunch of other combos in between. Also, its OTK potential was still right there, being able to special summon a lot of Mermail monsters to your side of the field and drain your opponent's life points. The fact that it actually got support inside of Abyss Neri is an amazing card, which on front, I can admit, doesn't look that great, but once you put it into play, oh man, the deck is just really awesome. 2-card combos such as Abysstius and Nephthybus allows you to make double Firewall and Mullen Glacier, discarding your opponent's hand and a whole bunch of other man, this deck is just nasty. Why aren't you playing this deck? What are you waiting for? You males need this deck. Number 2 on this list, and I swear y'all niggas is sleeping on this deck. Like y'all ain't even up, bro. Y'all not even woke. This deck is really good. World Chalice, or should I just say World Cup, because that's what the deck is aiming for. It's a very good deck that can make some huge link spam boards for practically free. The deck has the board presence of, I don't know, Mermail, Burning Abyss, Spellbook, Dragon Ruler. Like, it literally can make some very big boards. But what's even more important is that nobody knows what the deck does. I seriously think that a lot of players did not want to read all those cards and try to figure out the strategy. But even though it's reliant on normal monsters, the deck recursion is just amazingly good. And the ability to spam monsters through your World Chalice monsters, I know they actually have another effect, especially some of World Chalice monsters to your side of the field, is extraordinarily good. This deck can make some really awesome boards and completely lock the opponent out of the deck, but I think is a prime use for cards like Rescue Rabbit and Rescue Fairy, which are very well capable cards. One of them have already been proven to run a format, so watch out for this deck. It's really good. Before we get into number 1 of this video, there are some honorable mentions. You guys thought that I was gonna forget to talk about these? There's Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. Somehow these decks just keep on winding to be competitively irrelevant. I think that they're really good. Magical Musketeers is an up-and-coming deck from the Spirit Warrior set that has a lot of promise. Paleozoic and Cosmos are always being contenders as long as they exist. I mean, Kamani can't touch them more, right? But if you guys feel that I missed your deck, then definitely post down in the description. There are, you can't post in the description, but post down in the comment section. There are some awesome comments that I expect to see down there, and I really want to see which deck should I do a deck profile on next. But number 1 on this list was High in the Heavens. It's a deck that was so high in the clouds nobody even saw it. This deck shadowed above its opponents and then reigned its tyranny above as the number 1 deck in this list. I mean, you guys should, I've been doing this for a while. It's weathery because the puns are just really good with this deck. And I'm not just talking about the puns. Like, that's not the reason why this deck is number 1. This deck actually has a legitimate shot to be a good deck. And the most important thing is that nobody knows what these cards do. That's going to be probably your biggest advantage until they figure them out. But more importantly, this deck is unaffected by hand traps. Ghost Ogre, Ash Blossom, Ghost Reaper, Trolling Lock, everything, literally. It literally bypasses almost every single hand trap in the game. And saying that people are running at least 6 in the top tables, most of those cards are not going to be good against them. It also has access to 2 Draco cards and just a whole bunch of other nasty good cards. Like, why is this deck so fucking valuable? Seriously, you guys really should check into this deck because the ability to be able to play Spell and Trap cards to your Spell and Trap card zone and then tribute them for monsters like Masterpiece, also coupled with the fact that people are running more hand traps and less back row destruction, this deck could really make some noise inside of the competitive scene. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. If you guys would like to see a personal deck profile for you exclusively, then go ahead and join the Patreon gang. There are some awesome exclusives, and I just wanted to say that one was one. Well, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.